Marriage is what you make it. You know, a lot of people say, I want a better marriage. I don't like the way my marriage looks. I don't like what's going on in my marriage. I just want a better marriage. And some people think that the solution to a better marriage is to go out and find another husband or wife. But the solution is, especially as a man or woman of God, is to first seek God, because He designed marriage. He created marriage. So we got to go to the source when it concerns our marriage. But then, husband and wife, you have to put the work in if you want a better marriage. If you want to take your marriage to just a marriage, to just an ordinary marriage, to extraordinary marriage, which is something that we all should be striving for, to have an extraordinary marriage that glorifies God, so that when we go out, people can look at our marriage and see God. Even in our household, that our children can look at our marriage and see God operating in our marriage. So if you want just a ordinary marriage, then you do things on your own. You don't seek God. You just do whatever comes and you let things come as they go. But if you want an extraordinary marriage, you have to include God in that process. You have to pray together. You have to pray for each other. You have to lift each other up. You got to love in spite of. You got to forgive each other. You got to act like God in your marriage. You got to make sure His characteristics are being defined in the things that you do and the things that you say. It takes work. My husband always says, when you're married, you can't take a day off. You got to show up every day as a spouse. You got to show up every day as a husband or wife. So do you want an ordinary marriage or do you want an extraordinary marriage? It's up to you. You got to put the work in. But first and foremost, you have to include God, because God is the glue that's going to keep your marriage together in spite of how you might feel at the moment. And then when you're married, you can't be showing up in the flesh all the time. You got to walk in the spirit. You got to show up in love. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. You got to make sure that you're walking in the love of God at all times. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. But with God leading you and guiding you, as the Word of God says, we can do all things through Him because He gives us the strength. So if you want your marriage to take on a whole new level, make sure that God is in first place. Make sure that He's leading and guiding your marriage. Make sure that you're letting Him define your marriage and that you're walking in the love of God by every decision that you make, because we know that love is a decision. So every day you make a decision. I'm going to love my spouse today. To God be the glory. Amen.